Our tale begins at a dirty bus station of an artist in need of inspiration. I'm tired of this, I begin to whine. Why did I major in graphic design? I swallowed my pride and picked from the trash a burrito bought with another man's cash. Some say I have passion, I take pride in my work, but most just view me as a pretentious jerk. Most of my friends moved on to better places. They ran from their town, leaving behind no traces. My father was supportive, my mother was a saint, for I'd be a good painter if I knew how to paint. When it came to playing music, I knew not a lick, and the thought of anything mainstream made me feel sick. If I spent the time I used on buying clothes on actually learning to write or compose, maybe I would finally find my success. Until then, sadly, my life was a mess. Without an original thought in my head, I plotted to steal from others instead. Leonardo da Vinci, Raphael, artists like these have potential to sell. Why steal the art from a museum shelf when I could travel through time and paint them myself? There was a new shop at the center of town where many old buildings were being torn down. The sign in the window granted ultimate power. It read, "Travel through time, $300 an hour." I knew that I didn't have nearly enough cash, so I pondered and stroked my pencil-thin mustache. I'll apply for a job, I thought out loud. They'll give me a key. I'll make my parents proud. They called to inform me I hadn't been hired. My inferior skill set had much to be desired. The following night I planned my attack. I picked out a time machine that I could hijack. I worked up the courage to break into the store. I found a machine never used before. My panicked behavior led to an accident. 1,000 years into the future I went. I was so distraught I nearly fainted, for the Mona Lisa had already been painted. The world I saw was enough to appall. Art no longer existed at all. In fact, it was a crime, punishable by death, and soon I'd be taking my last breath. On a wanted poster I spotted my face. I was considered a danger to the human race. I raced to the machine to return to the past, for I didn't know how much longer I would last. Upon my return, I was sent to prison. I told my story to all who would listen. I had tons of free time. I started writing a book in hopes that a publisher would give it a look. The people believed my words as prophetic. My art, however, still mostly pathetic. Unsupervised time travel is a serious offense, but it may have done some good in my own defense. Though I never reached my destination, I finally found my inspiration. I painted what I saw that day, a bleak prediction, causing much dismay. Unfortunately, as I had feared, my musical talent had never appeared. At least I grew as wealthy as I had desired. And when you're an artist, you can never get fired.